Hello everybody, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're going to be returning to our series looking at a game that's currently in early access and available on Steam. Seems to be made by kind of a one-man shop. It's a bit of a text-based Roman legionary adventure, and that game is called A Legionaries Life. In today's video, this is part 2 of our series of this interesting game that includes permadeath, so once we die, this series is over. But in part 1 of our series, we played through the first battle in the Roman campaign in Hispania. We fought and took New Carthage. We took about 50% health damage, but we managed to survive and get through our first battle, and we're now entering into the second sort of training phase. So every campaign seems to kind of start initially with a little bit of a story, then you end up in your camp where you can train, you can do things that improve your health or improve your quickness or your different attributes, and then after you get through that phase, you go into a battle scene where you get more story, you have to fight, you have to use tactics, and then after the battle scene, you go back into the training phase and you kind of keep progressing through the campaign in that order. So we're going into our second training phase ahead of our second battle, and we'll definitely get into our second battle in this video. This was taken from a live stream from Saturday night, or I guess early Sunday morning, and so once or twice I referenced people in the audience. It was my first live stream in quite a while. I'll throw a link in the description to my Twitch channel so you guys can join me if you'd like to join me there in the future for future streams, but that's enough of me rambling, guys. Let's go ahead and jump right back in. So now we're in another one of these in-between phases. This is part 2 of the campaign in Hispania. Our health is 48, so it looks like it mostly improved. I think over time it'll improve back up to the full 50. Our sword skills are 44, shield 32, javelin 32. And the amount of cash we have on hand is 121. I don't want to try and buy anything yet because I don't think I have enough money. We'll wait to see what happens. So with very high morale, I guess what we're just going to do is get back into training and working out and whatnot. So I would like a little bit better health. So I think strength and constitution are important there. We get paid. My wounds hurt and your recovery feels painfully slow. Morale decreases by 5, so it's back down to just 5. Morale goes up, troop opinion goes up. So I'm going to kind of keep focusing on strength and constitution. Or at least somewhat. Let's see what my character is. Health is up to 51 now. My morale is going to be good, though. Let's focus on attacking. I don't know how to get better. I mean, I could get a better weapon. Your party's walking through a small town when suddenly a stone bounces off your shield with a thump. Someone's having fun using you as target practice. Act as if nothing has happened. You try to look casual, but the other legionaries take your lack of reaction for weakness. Really? Anyway, there's no more actions. Lame. Workouts, strength and constitution. I'm not getting any better. The Centurion is quiet, electoral player. It's not rare to see him spend his idle time playing a game or two with his men, and today it's your turn. He patiently waits for your move as the sun casts a shadow across the checkerboard. Or is quite an electoral player. The game doesn't last long. He's the better player, and you hand over your denarius. Okay. Strength is up to 52. I'm not really making any progress in getting some of these skills better. Sparring doesn't really seem to help. Oh, wait. Just as I say that. Sword and shield skill both go up. I guess we can work on our javelin skill. Oh, I've been doing this too long. Need to take some leisure time. All right. Okay. I guess we could probably do 3 at a time, it seems like. So my javelin skill is getting much better. Let's see here. Javelin skill's up to 40, shield is 33, sword is 45. We do have some more money now, so maybe we spend some time shopping. We can get better armor. We could get a slightly better slightly better sword. We can get things to go on our legs. Chainmail we can't afford. Pectoral plates is a good idea. Oh wait, we already have pectoral plates. We'd get slightly better ones. So we'll do that. And then what about a helmet? How does that compare? Much better helmet. So we'll do that. And then we'll go ahead and sell our equipment. Really? There's nothing in our stash? Oh, here it is. Our light Celtic helmet. So we will sell that for 6 denarii. We'll sell our old pectoral plates for 12. We don't have any leggings, but I'm not going to have money for that. So I think that's the best we can do right now in terms of purchasing. So we'll do that. And then kind of focus on our strength there. Morale jumps up pretty high there. Nice. Okay, we got 2 more health. So you can see our health is now up to 53. Our strength is 54. Endurance, I guess, is what I should have been going to be able to fight longer. But we'll move on to the next phase. Thanks, Newhauser. It's over a year since the capture of New Carthage. The Carthaginians have failed to respond properly, hindered by rivalries and lack of cooperation amongst their generals. After winter came and went, Proconsul Scipio sent you on a move, once again, marching against the closest enemy army. Led by Hasdrubal Barca, one of Hannibal's brothers, the Carthaginians are holding on a high 2-step plateau near the town of Baecula, a fine defensive position indeed. Dislodging them from there looks like a rather hopeless task, but the proconsul must know what is clear to everyone. The longer you'll stay here waiting, the higher the risk that remaining 2 enemy armies will come and crush you. Okay, so we're going to fight at Baecula, Hispania. Our morale is high, our character's sword skills are 45, shield is 33, javelin is 40, health is 53, no real secondary skills that we've worked on. We're in the Hastahai, or however you pronounce that, the Hastati formation, which is the front line. And our awareness keeps dropping, so apparently we're not the sharpest bulb in the whatever. The wait is nerve-wracking, and at last comes the dreaded order. The assault begins. Apparently your skirmishers, the Veletais, will have to engage the enemy light infantry holding the lower plateau. Picked units of heavy infantry are ordered to support them. Your maniple is one of the lucky ones. In grim silence, you set out to climb the slope in front of you. It doesn't take long before a shower of missiles pours down on you from above, but you are unscathed. Suddenly, the man on your immediate right stumbles. Support him before he falls. You grab hold of him and help him stay on his feet. When the next volley comes at you, you're thankful his shield is there to protect your right flank. You are almost there. A unit of Libyan light infantry is waiting for you at the top. Great. Are these like horse archers? When the other side is at the right distance, you prepare to hurl your first javelin. You take aim at one of the enemy soldiers and throw your javelin. Not a bad throw, but it misses its intended target. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the incoming fight. Light Libyan infantry coming right at us. They shouldn't have much in the way of shields. Javelin. Damn it. Alright, so he missed me. None of my attacks look like they have much in the way of chance of success, so let's try and recover. That failed. Oh, I need to recover then. Alright. Can we attack with any chance of success? All of these are thumbs down. What's the point then? Hey, we got a successful respite. I don't have anything I can do that's going to work well. These are all very low percentage plays. Guess I'll go for the torso. And what a shock, we missed. And he attacked me. Great. I mean, I'm not gonna... See, if that last recovery for me had succeeded, then I think we'd be in better shape because he had attacked and missed. Okay, so now he attacked and missed. Do we have a better... no. Hey, we got a hit on him. Another miss. God damn it, I'm getting butchered over here. I mean, his whatever is going down too, so that's a positive, I guess. But it doesn't seem like my stats are in very good shape to be able to do anything here. The situation is shifting. I won't be able to keep facing my current enemy for much longer. Wait, what was that? I didn't even see. What is this? This character's enemies have the high ground. Oh, yeah, that's because I'm on lower ground. Guess we'll recover. I mean, anytime he's doing something other than attacking, I'm okay with that. As a brief lull in the fighting allows for it, your Centurion gives the signal to rotate. The line behind yours moves forward while you orderly fall back to the rear. So that wasn't a great fight. We didn't do much. We only barely lightly hurt someone. But at least we survived, despite some disadvantaged terrain. The enemy was in high ground. For my current position, it's difficult to figure out what's going on ahead. One after another, the rows before you fall back and the Centurion signal. Slowly, you find yourself once again at the front. God damn it. It's the same light infantrymen? Oh, wow, we actually got a lucky hit there. Shit. Man, this high ground really kind of sucks. I don't know if I have any chance of actually surviving this thing. Be real great if I could recover some of my goddamn health. There we go. Or my fatigue or coordination, I guess. Oh god. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh, please, just end battle. End. It says the situation is rapidly shifting. Despite your efforts, the enemy is tenaciously holding their ground. Okay. So is the battle over yet? You're under too much of a disadvantage here. You slowly step back, then start throwing stones as the defenders trying to harass them and keep them under pressure. The standoff goes on for a long time, then the impossible happens. At first, you see the flanks of the Carthaginian line fall into chaos and collapse. Soon, the effect ripples through the center. Roman units have surrounded your opponents on both wings. The enemy defensive line dissolves under their advance. Many are taken prisoner, but in the meantime, the bulk of Hasdrubal's forces manage to escape. At least you're ordered to plunder the enemy camp. You set to the task with renewed enthusiasm. Okay. Please don't have me fight again. The enemy camp is a bit of a disappointment. It looks like the Carthaginians were able to take most of their valuables with them when they retreated. Stay with a large group. While searching, your squad bumps into a small group of men and women. There are a dozen of rather young. They look and sound like Celtiberians. Probably slaves captured by the Carthaginians during the recent campaigns. They must have been left behind when the enemy retreated. You must be careful, for they have managed to find weapons. The tensions rise partially because of language difficulties, partially because they're afraid of being made prisoners again. Many of them are holding their weapons awkwardly. Should it come to violence, there's only one way this is going to end. The situation is escalating. If you want to do something, now is the time. Your companions won't listen. Things are beyond your control. The confrontation is swift and brutal. None of the slaves survived. There's little more you can accomplish here. I tried to talk him out of the war crimes there. I tried. Hasdrubal is heading north, intent on crossing the Pyrenees with the remnants of his army. The proconsul refused to pursue him, and many of the troops are frustrated with his decision. But you're glad he came to this decision. Following Hasdrubal now, with 2 more armies behind you, could be a prelude to disaster. It would jeopardize all the efforts you've made in the last 2 years. The Carthaginians you captured are sold into slavery, and the revenue shared among the troops. Scipio orders the Celtiberian prisoners to be released. This will help secure more alliances with the local tribes. We gained 30. Oh, yeah, well, we did kill some of them. You're haunted by nightmares of the slaves' massacre inside the enemy camp, still fresh in your memory. Morale decreased by 4. So maybe we should have just killed them? Fighting in real battles to sharpen your skills, sword skills, shield skills, javelin skills, all increased by 3. So now this is part 3 of the campaign in Hispania. Good call, Cranky, in terms of shifting my my focus perhaps to defensive. In any event, I was able to survive. Okay, so what's our character? Health is 28. Sword is up to 48, so that's getting better. I don't think I have much in the way of money. Let's just recover. Alright, so we're healing slowly. Coordination and endurance, quickness and endurance. Coordination and endurance, I think, are important. We haven't really done much to improve them yet. Epidus is boasting about his wrestling skills like he usually does. He asks if there's anyone who would like to challenge him today. He is no taller than average, but he's built like a boar. Rise to the challenge. The rules are simple. Every time your opponent falls on his back or side, steps out of the square, or gives up your opponent. Okay. Use my speed to wear him down. He grabs me. Resist. Well, we lost fast. 0 points. What will I do now? Try the standard grip. He's too strong. Jesus, I'm getting killed. Morale decreased by 2. Alright, so my fellow soldiers think I suck. Good to know. Alright, so I'll go ahead and kind of continue the 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, 1 off approach. Escorting an ambassador of Scipio's to a meeting with a local chieftain. The talks are not going well. A palpable tension is growing. It's not my place. Say nothing. One of the warriors accompanying the chieftain rests his hands on the hilt of his sword. Stay still. The ambassador manages to cool the situation down. The talks go on, but no satisfactory conclusion is reached. I probably could have started a war there. All right, let's have some fun. Okay. I don't know what to do. Let's spend some more denarii to improve my morale. Gets me back to high. Leisure, hang around. Leisure one more time. I don't have a ton of money. Probably not enough to get anything noticeably better. Let's do a strength and constitution workout. Great. Not getting any better. It's time to move on. All right, so our sword skill's up to 50, which I think is roughly considered trained. Shield is only 36. Javelin's 43. Our strength is 56. Endurance 54. Constitution 54. Quickness 53. Coordination 53. Charisma 50. Awareness 45. Intellect 50. I'm almost as evil as XTRG when I stream on Twitch. I don't know what that means, J Street. Do you mean just the time of day? In any event, time to move on. When you're third sparring in this land, or sorry, when you're third spring, I can't read, in this land so far away from home comes, Rome is in control of most of the most of eastern Hispania. Your progress has been admirable, but the war is still far from over. The departure of Hasdrubal Barca and the remnants of his army brought some relief, but the Carthaginians have not been sitting around this time. According to the latest reports from the west, a new general named Hano is raising an army recruiting Celtiberian volunteers after bringing reinforcements from his homeland. Your legion is attached to a 10,000-man strong army under the orders of M. Silanus, one of Scipio's legates, and sent west to cope with this new threat. All right, so another battle. Time is of the essence, and your forced march is almost beyond tolerable limits. During this time, you're not only pulling your own weight, you're also a constant source of encouragement for your companions. And I think so one of the things that I haven't really been calling out is when things happen in this game, they happen based on your different traits. So the fact that we've been training on endurance and the fact that our charisma is reasonably high, that's why we got this little check mark up here and it says endurance and charisma. Both of these stats of our character fed into us being able to handle the forced march and also keep our compatriots going, which is what caused their opinion of us to increase. With the invisible help of some Celtiberian deserters, you eventually come close to the enemy position. When news of what is ahead of you starts spreading, you learn that there are two enemy camps, one composed of Celtiberian volunteers, the other of Carthaginians. The first one seems much less defended and an ideal point of attack, but Silanus wants to play it safe and is preparing more scouting teams. Stay behind. Hours later, the scouts come back. Everything's ready now. It's time to approach the enemy camp and get prepared for the onslaught. I didn't want to die. If I go out and scout, my health isn't going to get any better. The irregular ground offers plenty of cover as your army approaches the Celtiberian camps. You're not very distant when it finally comes into sight. After a minute, the defenders start pouring out of the camp. You've caught them by surprise. You cross the difficult ground without incident. When you draw near, they try to hinder you by flinging their spears, but shields form an impenetrable wall. They know they're outnumbered, yet they stand there to meet your advance. When the other side is at the right distance, you prepare and hurl your first javelin. Pick off a specific target. Not a bad throw, but it misses its intended target. And again, you had that red X because my throwing skill is poor. As the other side gets closer and closer, you steel yourself for the incoming fight. So it's an inexperienced enemy, Secretarius. Let's go ahead and close in. I don't want to waste my fatigue on throwing a javelin there. And he attacked. Oh, what? He attacked, failed, and then was able to quickly recover himself. Fortunately, I don't think he has much armor, so we can go and attack, and we did have a successful attack right there right away. Let's go for another attack at the torso. We missed. Let's go ahead and recover. Succeed. I don't really... maybe a quick feint? Oh, it said it was going to succeed. Alright, so we'll attack. His failure there makes him easier to hit. I don't know why he keeps getting, like, 2 moves for every one of mine. Let's go for the head. We've got a reasonable chance here. Damn. Okay. So far, I don't think he's hit me yet. Shouldn't say that. Man, I get tired so fast. Fight better. Be better. Okay, there's a hit. Didn't really do anything. Man, for a 3/4 thumbs up, it feels like I should be better on the attack. The situation is shifting. I won't be able to stay in my current position much longer. He just made 3 moves! Is it because my coordination is so low? After a brief lull in the fighting allows for it, your Centurion gives the signal to rotate. The line behind you moves forward while your orderly falls back to the rear. Okay. So we're going to kind of chill. From your current position, it's difficult to figure out what's going on. One after blah, blah, blah. All right, so I guess you just kind of rotate in and out sometimes. And it looks like the enemy soldier that we're going to be fighting is very fatigued. You can see his fatigue level is very high. Ours is not, however. That was a nice little hit there. Another nice little hit. So I don't know if the fatigue plays a role in their ability to avoid your attacks or not. Let's go ahead and recover. Be nice if one of these recoveries succeeded. There you go. Alright, so he's very tired, but he's not uncoordinated. So let's try a feint. Oh, nice. A nice little successful feint. Then his failed attack should make him a vulnerable target. We're going to keep attacking the torso. It seems like our best chance to actually hit something. I don't want to fail to hit and then kind of get stuck in a situation where I've got to waste like 5 turns trying to get my skills back up. Alright, head is now a mostly thumbs up, so we'll do that. We get the hit. Do another one. There we go. We got him! Our second kill! Alright, so now we'll recover, I guess. And another inexperienced enemy soldier shows up. Great. The situation is fluid, though. So this fight is probably going to be short because we're already at around 18. I think usually the rounds last about 20. We're doing a good job against this guy. Finally missed there. Eventually the enemy formation starts breaking apart. Very soon panic spreads as their wavering turns into a rout. Okay, so we defeated the inexperienced enemy soldiers, and we only lost a little bit of health there. What remains of the enemy scatters before your advance. Okay. Straight after you repelled the first wave, units of Libyan light infantry fall upon you. Great. Libyan light infantry. I assume they're very quick. Ooh, that was a nice attack, though. 16 health hit. They must not have much in the way of morale, or of armor. And actually, if we look at their armor here, they don't even have a central, like, they don't have a breastplate. You can see we have a breastplate here. They really don't. Okay, so I need to recover, or try to recover. Okay. Jesus. His feint just, like, kicked my ass. And that's a pretty effective attack. Fuck! I'm probably... Where is the stance? Oh, here's my stance. If I go more attack, does it... No. I don't know if that actually does anything, though. Just, well, it does obviously change my effectiveness in attacking. There we go. I don't have any good odds. I mean, he's almost dead. And yet I have bad odds on all of my options here. Alright, let's change attitude to the attack. Let's try and finish this guy off. Fuck! If I had finished him off there, it would have been all great. Give me a lucky hit. Fucking A. Almost dead. The enemy tenaciously is holding their ground. We almost killed that guy. He's got like one little thing left. Many of you are growing tired. As soon as the enemy gives up or gives you a break, you fall back and the more experienced Principes take over. They make short work of the light infantry. Now their way ahead is clear. Your army occupies the first camp and captures Hano himself. Meanwhile, the Carthaginians have left the other base, withdrawing to the safety of the cities in the west. It may look like a small victory, but your early intervention prevented a far greater danger from arising. Okay. Fighting in a real battle sharpened my skills. 222. In recognition of my efforts and achievements, I've been promoted to Thesaurus. I don't know what Thesaurus is, but okay. We have killed one Secretarius. We've shared in killing a militiaman, and we wounded a Libyan light infantryman. Should have killed him. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for this episode. We've succeeded in, 2 more battles? So we're really progressing through the campaign pretty effectively. We continue to survive, but only by the skin of our teeth on a couple of occurrences. And I'm a little bit worried that I'm not improving quickly enough. I have a sense that my opponents will outstrip my ability to get better. But we'll find out in future episodes. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if this is something you're enjoying and would like to see more of. There's a link to my Twitch channel where this was streamed if you'd like to catch us there. But until next time, this is the Historical Gamer saying, once again, thank you for watching. And until next time, we're out. I don't know why I say we. Should say I. I'm out.